Alright, let's see. Ah, man. There we go. Ah, that's convenient. Let's see what we got over here. Let's see. Oh, would you look at that? Fucking awesome. Okay. I will be taking this. Gotta fix that bridge still, too. That's alright. We're gonna have like 4 trailers here now. That takes them over to the port after we finish building that. Ooh. That looks like some lost cargo. Oh, I'll take that too. Nice. All right. Let's keep it trucking. Keep on trucking. We need to stage this trailer and the other trailer. Because we need some concrete blocks. And I think the port is going to end up being our little... Our best bet when it comes to moving cargo. That, or at least the warehouse. The warehouse in Black River is probably the best warehouse for anything. It has the most materials that you can source. You can get bricks, concrete blocks, all the good stuff. Meantime, though, we're not gonna hurt ourselves by stashing some of these extra trailers just around over here. Good news about this is that since we're not going to take the Island Lake route for anything, we can end up fixing that. We'll end up fixing that. we can fix that wooden bridge here just for the XP. Finish that mission. Support your local rangers. Oh, snap. I don't know why I went this way. Dang it. We can finish that mission, support your local rangers. I'm gonna end up having like 5 trailers up here. You know what? No, let's take this all the way back to... Let's take this all the way back to the fuel area. We're gonna need to fuel this. Nike. Alright. Hopefully that put us back on the right path here. Fuck, no, it didn't. Dang it. Man, how do we come out of here making the wrong decision, turning the wrong way? Alright, well, you know, we'll go check this out anyway. Maybe there'll be some upgrades or something down here to make this worthwhile. This little loop. Oh, no. Man, that's what I get for being too aggressive. Oh, that burns. That hurts so much. Oh, dude, no. All right, we'll come from the other side with this truck. Should be a little easier. That's why I hate the Fleet Star. It's too top heavy. For like as small of a truck as it is, it doesn't have that wide of a wheelbase. So like something like the Pacific P16, you will not have any issues with it. Because it is so wide that you just can't topple it over. Oof. These are like the pucker factor moments right here. These tight, tight turns. This is where the boys are separated from the men. These little narrows with these kinds of trucks are just absolutely demolishingly brutal. This was definitely the better route to take this truck. I don't think that it would have been viable to do otherwise. Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh man, this poor truck. This thing has just been getting beat up this entire time. Come on, baby, you got it. Ooh. It's like... It's like pinching out a turd, man. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Classic. Do 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 do. Actually, let's help this truck out a little bit. Let's pull it over. We're gonna be able to get the front in a little bit of a better angle here. All right, come on, baby. Oh, that's good enough. Look at that, beautiful. Now this thing flips, we're done. The playthrough over. Absolutely tarnished. Fortunately, this thing is buttery and slippery. Like, look at that. It's gonna eat. It's gonna eat this mud right here. Oof. Sorry, truck. Ah, oh, look at that. Beautiful. We'll just do ourselves a little favor. We'll leave that guy right there, and we're gonna drive the Fleet Star across, because otherwise he ain't gonna make it. These little teeny tiny off-road, or actually these teeny tiny little highway tires, we just can't cut the mustard. Oof. Yep. Actually, we're doing a lot better than I thought we would, but we're gonna speed this process up a little bit since we've got the mint machine right over here. Oh, just look at that, man. That is just absolutely gorgeous. We're just tugging. Just absolutely tugging on this thing. Look at that. Beautiful. Maybe a little too much, but that's okay. God, I love that truck. That is the mintiest truck. Pacific P16 for the first area. It is unmatched. It is the king. It is absolutely kingly. It wears its crown with distinction. That thing is just amazing. Okie dokie. Let's just keep on. We'll keep on climbing for now. All right. Let's go. This little mustard wagon's got it. Maybe we can actually get over to the fuel this time so we don't run out. Oh, would you look at that? We got a viewer. Welcome to the stream there, buddy. It's just me schizophrenically screaming to the wind. So I hope you have a good time if you choose to stay. But I can't promise that you will. Okay, so we actually need to come down this way this time. We got a little bit of cargo we're gonna recover with the main machine here. There's a whole industrial operation going on that I'm cooking up. There's too many trailers over here not to start staging them. I got materials to move. I want to open that bridge to the port. We got some side missions to hustle through. It should be a pretty good little slice of gameplay to hop into. Like, this is definitely gonna be more productive. I've had some other days where it's just been driving around trying to get trucks and upgrades unlocked, but today we're actually gonna be building bridges. Oh, no, that's the port. That's the wrong way. Today we're actually gonna be building bridges. We're going to be conquering mountains. We're going to be climbing up little guard post light deals and, I don't know, conquering, I guess, activating. Maybe even if we get through long enough, this guy right here, the mean machine, this little mustard wagon, we're going to get some bigger tires on this thing. We'll be able to eat some good mud. But, yeah, we'll see where we get to. This thing right now has been doing a pretty bang-up job, though. Like, you missed it, but this mustard wagon right here, we took a little detour. I had a little Humpty Dumpty moment, and we ended up topside. But the mint machine, the big old green boy, that thing ripped this thing back up on his wheels and pulled it through some deep, deep mud that it wouldn't have been able to go through otherwise. So we got a little system going on. We got a potbelly pig, a big old fuel tank we got to chuck and yuck to. And we're going to move all the way over to that port once we get that road opened. Oh, this is a slog right here, dude. Oh, man, some bigger tires are going to make this go quick. Oh. This whole area is just like painful. This is like it's like a really it's like a really bad poo. This is not optimal. There we go. Oh no, not again. That whole area is just bogged with mud. Let's check our map. Cool. We got our little scout truck over here too, which that's gonna be pretty cool. We're gonna save that too, but first on the docket, we're gonna go fix a bridge, make a couple little rangers very happy. Oh, oh, oh! There we go. Almost got it. Not today. Not today, you bum. You mudhole bum. Perfect. There we go. Oh, man, it's all gravy now. Look at that. Don't even need that 6x. Just a little bit of rear wheel. A little bit of fresh coat of mud on the mustard machine. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, man, it's going to be great. We gotta jump through the bog for this, though, too. Because this is going to suck. Oh, man. Not again. Oh. Come on. Oh, I pray for bigger tires. We're going to get them. This thing's definitely going back to the shop. We're gonna put some bigger tires on it. But I want to get those mud tires unlocked first. Because we're not quite there yet. We're just a couple XP short. So a couple little bridges and we'll be good to go. But we've also got another little side project we're working on too. Probably about the time that this thing goes back to the shop. We've got one more truck that we're bringing back to life. And the other map for the Michigan, because Michigan is made of 4 maps, right? You've got Drummond Island, you've got Island Lake, you've got Smithville Dam, and then you've got Black River. So on the Smithville Dam map, there's a whole bunch of trucks you can go pick up. And one of them that's really cool, that I actually already grabbed the truck. I just have to finish taking it to the shop so we can unlock it. But we have the white Western Star, which that truck is the star. It's the thumbnail image for my stream. It's that big old boy, that orange demon. It's huge. Like, it is way bigger than this thing is. It's probably like 3 feet wider, gigantic. So, yeah, we're going to go pick that thing up. Maybe today, maybe not today. It depends on how much time I have here. I want to get this stuff done first. But we're on our way right now to go fix this bridge. So actually, we got to make a little U-turn here. Put myself some markers because I'm dumb. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. It's like a Steve Irwin moment. He's like, crikey, look at that. It's beautiful. Yeah, there we go. So we got to fix this bridge. And to fix that bridge, we've got to come over here to this little jibbity-jobbity over here. We'll leave that empty trailer that's over here too. But we need to come to the log station side. And if I remember right, there should be wood there. And if not, then that sucks. I gotta go to the lumber mill. But I'm hoping not. It'd be terrible. But you know, I don't know. I guess it could be worse. I just want to get all the bridges reopened, man. I just want to be able to drive my trucks. Let's see. Oh yeah, White Western Star. So that's the next truck we're gonna get. Like, we actually might forego upgrading the Fleet Star once that white gets fixed. But even for that, that's like a multi-part process. So the big kicker with hard mode is that you have to pay for repair points. Like, when you see normal gameplay for SnowRunner, a lot of the time people that are playing or even watching, I guess, gameplay don't realize that your repair points in the regular mode are free. You can fix your truck for free. You can repair point for free. You can fuel for free. But in hard mode, the only free points that you get for repair are when you purchase initially let's say like a repair package. So like if you get a, oh god, this might be horrible. Ooh, no, man. Oh, no. This mean machine's got to have it in it. If it doesn't, that stinks. Alright, I guess the mean machine doesn't have this in it. Yeah, to be fair, though, to this thing, I guess even the, even our Pacific P16, our mint machine, even that thing couldn't make this. Yeah, so what a lot of people don't realize, though, is that in hard mode, every repair point that you get costs money unless it's a repair point that's taken from a repair trailer that's on the map. And even then, like the service trailers that you might find, if it's a mission service trailer, you can't use it. Snike, this is rough. All right, we gotta save that truck. This is what I didn't want to do, because we're gonna have to double use fuel on this now. I wanted to bring that little fuel trailer back over to back over here to the port, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to now. The good news is, though, that the P16 actually needed to get fixed, because I did a little bit of engine damage and suspension damage on that first Fleet Star rescue. So at least we'll be able to fix our suspension. Oh, yeah, repair points. So we're driving to a repair trailer right now, which is cool. The first map is really a lot more forgiving than later maps are, because most of them don't. They're not going to give you free trailers for fuel or repair points. It's a lot more like Spartan. Anything that you want to take with you. Oh no, man. Oh, we're threading the camel through the eye of the needle right now. There we go. Sometimes you just got to pull it out and put it back in. So a lot of later maps, they won't supply anything, and you have to bring everything in yourself. And when you get to certain spots in the game, you might find that fuel. I play in gallons, but a lot of people play in liters. From what I've heard from a lot of other people that I know that play the game, you might get to a spot where it's $9 a liter, and when you're talking about a truck that's an 80-gallon truck, that's probably what, like 400 liters of fuel? Somewhere around that range. So now you're talking about $3,600 just to fill the truck up. And I mean, if you pay attention and watch the little fuel gauge in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see we're just going to be chewing through fuel the whole time. It's going to, even this drive over to just get the service trailer is probably going to burn like maybe 3 or 4 gallons. Even something as easy as high gear, which usually is pretty fuel efficient for this truck, it gets bogged down, so you can't really use it too much. And even then, you're still going to have usage that averages probably like 2.5 gallons a minute. Especially when you're going uphill. Like, you'll see it spike. If the wheels lose any traction, it'll go right to like 4. This thing is, it's a beast. It's hog wild. But it's minty. Oof. There we go. So yeah, it's a little bit of a struggle sometimes. So we need to save that repair trailer because we emptied out one of them. I cashed it at the depot because it's cheaper than to repair or refill a repair trailer than it is to buy a new one. So we cashed it at the depot where we get the points from. And I found another one on the map that I have right now in my fuel truck. And the fuel truck, unfortunately, has to pull double duty because it's on a dirt road. So it's going to have to pull that white all the way up behind it on a dirt road back to the asphalt, while it's also towing the service trailer. So it's definitely got a little bit of work cut out for it. And then I've got this one stashed up here too, which, generally speaking, I use the Smithville Dam as my main garage when I do my playthroughs. So we'll probably end up caching this one there too if we don't just put it at the port. But there's really not too many obstacles that should be causing us to take damage over in this area, so maybe for like scout trucks doing off-roading and stuff, but for the most part this is nice, easy highway driving. Or dirt highway driving. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, this is certainly turning out to be a little trip, though. We should probably move this trailer out of the way, at least a little bit. Because when I start coming through with that big old fuel trailer, it's not gonna be a fun time. We don't need to get it all the way out of the way, just enough out of the roadway that we can actually fit this truck through without struggling. Because we're going to have to make a really wide turn with that fuel trailer. Oh, look at that. Like a glove. So one of the cooler things I think about this truck, the Pacific P16, is just how big its tires are. Like, this thing has like 4-foot tires. It's incredible. Oh, shh. No, there we go. It's got like 4-foot high tires, man. This thing's huge. You wouldn't want to drive this thing around an elementary school is all I'm saying, because you wouldn't be able to see any any little people. This thing's like, look at that. Look at that hood. Fortunately, it's like, it's bowed out. But, I mean, other than that, like, you're pretty much running over anything that's coming into your view, your line of view. Like, there's probably a huge blind spot down there. I mean, look how, like, tall you are, too, off the ground. I have absolutely no use for one of these in real life, but I would love to drive one. This is truly like a modern marvel of engineering. I mean, anything with like a big engine is, but man, this thing especially, like, this is the pinnacle right here. This is a bunch of Canadian people with like bad intentions, and I don't know, the bad intentions and complete disregard for environmental impacts of emissions, and I love it. Like, this thing is fantastic. Thing's probably got like a 10-cylinder engine. Oh, we should get some fuel too before we embark. Otherwise, it'll be very good. Well, this thing's so thirsty we'll end up running out. Let's grab a little fuel real quick. There we go. Look at that. That's some skill right there, man. This driver, not me. This driver's got some fucking pure talent. Excuse me. Pardon my my potty mouth. This driver's got some flippin' beautiful talent. Oh man, this truck. This truck. This thing is a love letter to just like everything about this game. Remember that little spot right there? Yeah, I know that Fleet Star does. Look at that. Oh man, that's minty. Yep, there we go. See that? Just a little bit of tension. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of a pull, and this thing just yeets that thing right through that pit right there. Yeah, I mean, it could probably do it with the truck off, but I don't want to be here for 10 years waiting for this thing to slowly lumber through the mud pit right there. Switch back into high gear. We're going to break this tree over here. Boom, look at that. Beautiful. Wish my truck could do that. All right. There we go. Oh, look at that. There we go. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. When you live out in the woods, it sucks. Because you get a... most of the time, if a cloud farts, a tree falls down. So you've either got to get out there with like a saw, or you gotta try to just move it. It sucks. And something like this, I just drive over it. Who cares? I wish I had something like this. All right, this is where the real skill begins, though. We're gonna see if we can thread this thing through. I know it's already gone through once. I know it's gone through with a trailer once because I had to tug a trailer behind me. But this is the real game right here. You see how narrow this is? Oh man. That went a lot better than it normally does. All right, here, can we... Oof. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That was awesome. That was super tight. We just had enough room with the tire. And there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. This thing might not be able to turn very well, but it... Oh, man, if it doesn't pull its own weight. The little good piece of news about this, if there's any good news to be had at all, I guess, is that even if this logging site that we're taking this other truck to doesn't have the logs in it, the next map over, Island Lake, is super rich. It's super lush and like full of different timber cutting and logging areas. Like, it's probably the spot to be for this. Which is a kind of a shame, too, because this map really doesn't have, to my remembering, a lot of demand for, like, logging and stuff. But, I mean, there's a ton of bridges that we need to build over there still, too. But I usually prefer to get the port done for Drummond Island before I start monkeying around with the, with doing Island Lake, because Island Lake is a nightmare. Like, I can do it pretty well, and there's a cool truck there, the last truck that we're gonna unlock for this playthrough, which is the Western Star Twin Steer. Super cool truck. Probably one of the better trucks of the base game. Like, it's incredible. It actually has 4 wheels in the front, but it's only rear-wheel drive, and you can't actually connect a trailer to it. The catch with that, though, is that I want to say it always has the diffs locked, and it has a 4 cargo bed, which might not seem like a lot or a big deal, but it really is. Like, that thing is... It's pretty much essential when it comes to, like, certain jobs, like moving, let's say, like, concrete slabs. If I had that thing, I'd already be done with the bridge. There we go, perfect. Look at that. I hate this little 3.8 crane. The 5.3 is way better. This thing is like a punishment to use, because it doesn't have the oomph to move a lot of these, like, heavier objects. Like something like this, like wood will be fine. But if we're loading like bricks, or if we're loading concrete blocks, we're paying the price every second that we're using it. But it's good enough for this little bitty right here. We can grab these 2 little jobs here too. These lost delivery mission and the tourist attraction, if I haven't already picked them up. And the good news is that we will be able to access the other side now with the little bridge. Which will be really cool. But I don't actually think that there's any... I don't actually think there's any more bridges to be built over here. And I don't think there's anything that really requires any wood over here either. Okay, so what I think we're going to do, we're going to send the Pacific P16 back to Toughway, and we're just going to drive this thing over the bridge, because I don't feel like I don't feel like punishing myself today. Oh man, I'm like really tempted. Yeah, we'll go grab that upgrade. you know what they say about like the best laid plans of mice and men. So I'm looking over here and I'm doing a little bit of thinking with my thinking bits, and I just don't see that there's another time that I'm gonna actually come over here and be able to get this upgrade. So I think we're just gonna have to suck it up. I'm gonna do one more little jobby job with this Fleet Star over here. Hopefully, if I'm smart about it and I keep her in low gear, we won't flip. I mean, I love the mustard machine, right? She's loyal. She is super loyal, but she's also temperamental too. Like, she won't break down on you, but man, if you just nudge her the wrong way, she'll just roll. She'll roll on her belly and she just doesn't want to get up. I've had some trickier situations even with this run. I had lodged a truck between a tree trying to flip this thing back over. And somehow or another the truck broke free and the game spazzed out. And the pickup truck ended up lodged inside of the tire of the Fleet Star. So, you know, there's definitely been a couple of little adventures with this thing that it just hasn't been a party to. It just doesn't want to do anything. But I mean, for the most part though, man, she's loyal, dude. Like the whole first section of this game, if you really want to, if you've got the dedication and the patience for it, you can do every single mission, whether it's hard mode or standard mode, of Black River in the Fleet Star. I've done it. I've pulled every truck. I've delivered every piece of cargo. Done it all just with the Fleet Star. But when you're running against that clock of how much fuel you have, and really we have more than enough fuel right now, right, to be able to do everything in Black River. But ooh, there we go. That's what I was talking about with low gear. So you could do everything, but it's just about the time. It's about the time and the level of ease, which you've got to remember that when you're playing on hard mode, you're always up against that clock of how much fuel you have. And in our case, because we're on hard mode, we're trying to like siphon every drop we can. So our mission trailers, before we drop them off, if there's a mission for it, we're gonna take everything over 10% of that fuel in that trailer, because 10% is the 10% is the minimum that you need to 10% is the minimum that you need to see. We're talking about temperamental. 10% is the minimum that you actually need to be able to submit the mission. Oh, no kidding. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, sweet. Western Star Twin Steer. Yeah, Paystar, Dairy Longhorn. Pacific, P512. Oh, White Western Star. Yeah, so what we actually might end up doing, though, if I was smarter earlier in this run, which I hope I was, I wouldn't have sold the upgrade. Ooh, easy. There we go. I wouldn't have sold the upgrades for this truck, and I don't think that I did. Or should I say the downgrades, right? I don't believe that I sold any of those pieces. Because this truck, the Fleet Star, actually has parts compatibility with the white. I thought I had my diffs locked. Oof, we were almost boned. Anyway, so the Fleet Star actually has parts compatibility with the white. So what you ideally want to do is you want to do as much as you can with the Fleet Star and then rush to go get the white. I I just put so much time into using the Fleet Star that for me it's like a sunken cost fallacy. Like I really should have taken this thing to go save that other truck, or rather I should have taken the P16 to go get the whiteout, which I got it most of the way. But I should have just finished the job and then taken this thing over to the garage. But man, I'm a sucker for completing things, and I need that dopamine rush to get everything done. So we've been suffering in silence with this thing. Maybe that's what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll take our little golden boy over here, over to the. All right, we're gonna play risky business. Oh, would you look at that? Perfect. We're going to do a little bit of risky business here. We're going to take this white. And we're going to take this Fleet Star. We're going to finish this job out, which actually will end up working pretty well for us. We call me a genius if you want, but I've got a little bit of this already figured out. See, what we're going to do is we're going to finish building that port bridge, right? We're going to do a couple of the little objectives that are here on this map, too. And then we're going to hightail it back to the garage so I can get that white working. We might turn this into a logging truck. Get some bigger tires on it. Keep it low profile, though, because those logs, man, when you load them, they go super tall. So maybe this has a long enough frame we could turn this into a logging truck. We'll have the white as our little go-around truck. And I think after that, the rest of all the missions here should just be scout missions, so it shouldn't really be too big of a deal. Ooh, can we do it? Yeah, there you go. Would you look at that? Oh, oh, that's minty. Oh, you can't put a price tag on a truck like this. I mean, I like the white more, but the Fleet Star always has just a place in my heart, just because it's the first truck that you get. And man, it just, I mean, even if you didn't have the white here, and it still would be a decent truck for the first area, or for the first 4 areas. Like, yeah, but I'm not going to use the Fleet Star in Alaska. It's probably going to live its life here and then be done. But, you know, it just has a special place in my heart. It's not a bad truck. Not at all. It's just the pain of SnowRunner is that, especially as you start advancing into the different... especially as you start advancing into the further maps, just the capabilities of the trucks, all of the things that they can do, just they get so much better, and even like some of the challenges scale to what those new trucks are capable of doing. Like, you can't really compare an Azov to a Fleet Star. Like the Dan A4, in every category, it beats what the Fleet Star can do. It's just a better truck. It's a newer truck with bigger tires and all-wheel drive and an always locked differential. But there is a joy. There is a primal joy to a little truck like this. Actually, the smallest heavy truck in this game, just beating through pretty much everything you throw at it. Up until those areas where it becomes impossible to use. Like, something with this size tire, even in Alaska, going over ice, you're going to get stuck. And that's the nature of the beast. It's not feasible to use for something like that. Something like the P16 will do a lot better, but I mean, even then, without having snow tires, it's just not going to cut the mustard. That's all right too though, because Alaska comes with its own fun trucks that you get to use and learn how to deal with the ice, and then even some of our other trucks that we don't have a use for right now. Like my personal favorite truck in this game has got to be the GMC. I forget the model of it, but it's a big truck. Big truck go broom, and you actually unlock it here in Michigan. But the problem with it is that you don't get the 4x for that truck from Michigan. You get it from Alaska. So, you know, you can do a lot with that truck, and it's a great highway truck. It's got big enough tires for driving on ice. It's got the all-wheel drive. It's in every other term, but its classification in this game, it is an off-road vehicle, and it shines when you give it the opportunity to. When you give it that all-wheel drive, but without it, it's just that thing's a pig, man. It really isn't used for very much. Like something like the P16 here. This thing has just such big tires, and they're just so aggressively treaded that it doesn't. I mean, look at this mud. We're just eating it. But if you try to do this, with the GMC without four-wheel drive, it's just going to get stuck every time. The truck doesn't have enough weight. It doesn't have enough tire tread. It's just not a contender. Oh, but this thing, man, look at this. This is just, again, anywhere that there's not mud or not snow and ice, this thing is just the king. Snow is fine with it, I guess, but like ice, I mean. Ice in this game is just a different beast of itself. Now, I'll tell you what, though, this truck would be the king. It would be the best truck in the game if it had all-wheel drive. I would never use anything else. Like, even if I had to stage a forklift or something for loading trailers, I would never use another truck. I would just use this in like a four slot trailer or something, just every job. Look at that. You see how much it would cost to fuel this thing? It's a pig, man. That's why I don't buy fuel. Alright. Look how much fuel we've already used from that trailer, too. We've used a ton. We'll fuel our little Fleet Star real quick. We'll fuel this real quick. We're going to unlock this cargo. There we go. All right, would you look at that? So this is satisfactory, I guess. What else do we got here? So we actually got one more tower we need to explore, which kind of works out anyway, because I want to take this. I want to take this little scout, and I want to get the scouting done over here. And then so it works out because I want to go and I want to do our little scouting real quick. we are going to drop this trailer off at our little makeshift trailer depot. Because I don't really see a need to have this thing over here. And we can't really take it off-roading with us. It's kind of like the double-edged sword of having a trailer on a Scout. Like, it's cool because you can move cargo around and stuff. And I mean, I even put like other vehicles on trailers sometimes. But it's just, the double-edged sword of it is that it's just like, it gets stuck everywhere. And it kind of ruins the utility of like the Scout vehicle, right? So could you imagine if we were trying to actively carry that metal beam with this thing? It'd go about as well as like lead swimming trunks. Like, this thing wouldn't work. It wouldn't do the job. So we're gonna end up dropping it off, and you know, maybe I've got 2 of these little Scout trucks, 2 of these little Chevy CKs, which are actually really cool trucks in real life too. Now let's go low gear high and lock the diffs. Hate this fucking. Excuse my language. Oh man, this is bad. This is terrible. We're gonna have to be a little secret squirrel here. We're gonna have to do some sneaky stuff. All right, a little better. Okay. Yeah, mud pits. This truck. I mean, even with the mud tires, it's not. It's a good little truck. It's loyal, but man, it's just with this trailer on it, it's not gonna be able to do anything. And this is worse than even like the Scout fuel trailer. Like the Scout fuel trailers, I'm okay with. And in my eyes, they actually have a purpose. But these things, to me, they're just useless. I think the only time I've ever dropped off anything that's on them had to probably be at Black River, dropping off the load of bricks for the what's the name of that mission? Big Pipeline, something like that. It's the big mission for the first area where you have to move the giant fuel tanker, which I still haven't done yet for this playthrough. But we'll excuse me, sorry about that. We'll get to that. We'll definitely get to that sooner or later. All right, we're gonna get this trailer dropped off. Then I think I'm gonna take a 2-minute potty break. So I'll put on some nice little relaxing music for you over there, wherever you are in internet world. Some nice little relaxing little maybe like mariachi or something. Maybe a little guitar. I don't know. Something fun. Something free from the YouTube Creative Commons license-free music library, so YouTube Chan doesn't smite me like the baka that I am for playing some fun copyrighted music. All right, let's worry about getting where we're going first, and I'll worry about my bathroom break. All right. Let's keep on rolling. Oh, this is the worst. Come on. Come on. There we go. You can do it. Oh, fun fact for you, too. If you make your truck red like mine is, I would recommend doing that anyway, because red is the superior color for this little tyke. If you make your truck red, and then you run into another truck, and your truck doesn't take damage, you will get an achievement called Toro. So I would recommend doing it. It also makes it easier to spot if you're in a pinch with another truck. I tend to like doing high-vis colors. And, you know, red, I'd like to think it's high-vis. Maybe there's some nerd out there that'll tell me, no, actually red is not high vis, but I think it's high vis, and I think it works pretty well for me in my caveman brain being able to spot this thing. Okay, so we'll dump this with the other trailers. Then it's gonna be a little 5-minute bathroom break. I have to excuse my need to do human faculties. Maybe I'll get a little bit of water too. You know, it's always important to stay hydrated. Stay hydrated out there, internet land. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is good enough. No, it's not. Ah, man, I can't sell myself short here. We gotta do this right. You gotta hold me accountable there, internet. We gotta do this the right way. Better than the wrong way. Oh man, just keep me accountable there, internet. Don't let me do what I'm not. Don't let me do what I'm not supposed to do. Keep me on board with this. Keep me honest. All right. Oh. Also, if you could, there, YouTube friend, because I'm not watching this thing. If you could let me know how the audio levels are, I'd appreciate it. I'm not watching. I'm just making. So I don't know how we're doing sound wise. If I'm blasting your eardrums into oblivion, I'm sorry. Or if it's too whisper quiet and you gotta really concentrate on the sultry sounds of me spurging out, then I have no clue. Alrighty, would you look at that? Here we go. Beautiful. Our little trailer is now home. Alright, say goodbye to Mr. Trailer. And we'll put ourselves in a nice little spot over here. I've actually got a cool little splash screen set up for this educational experience of me going to the bathroom and you waiting until I come back from the bathroom there, dear internet friends, viewers, and countrymen. There we go. Would you look at that? That's so good. Look at that. You see the little God rays are shining through. Mr. Sunshine coming to say, hey, it's going to be a great day today. It's going to be a great day to get your truck stuck and then have to figure out a way to get it unstuck. We'll shut off our little engine right here. And we're going to get on a little splash screen really quick. All right. Oh, yeah. Let me import a little source here really quick for you there, buddy. And let's see. Oh, I got it. I know what I'll use. Okie dokie. You're gonna like this. I can already tell you. You're gonna like this one. I think. I don't know. No, forget I think. I'm gonna own this. You're gonna love this. This is gonna be great. This, in fact, is gonna be fantastic. You're gonna be like, holy cow. How have I never seen this man's amazing streams before? I'm thinking we're going a little bit of mariachi. We're going a little bit of like down under, a little bit of blues. All right. I guess first is the blues, not the mariachi. All right. Let's see. That's not what I want. I want audio source. There you go. How's that sound? Perfect. All right, now I just need to put a little thing on here. How do I put text in here? Image? No, text? Okay, text is fine. change the size? Okay. Snap. Oh god, I'm making a mess out of this. I don't know how to change the size. Oh man. Okay, there we go. All right, perfect-ish. Perfect-ish. Let's do a little background too. And I'm using all my bathroom time on this. All right, and there we go. All right. If I did that right, you should have a nice little splashy screen now. All right, and we are back. Thank you very much for your patience. Let's turn this little music. Actually, you know what? I kind of like the music. I'm going to copy this into the... Yeah, there we go. All right, hopefully it's not too loud. I have no clue if it is or it isn't, but if it is, please be sure to let me know. Perfect. Okay. All right, so we are, or were, or are. Ah, that's right. Yeah, we're going back at the. We're going back to the heart of this beast. So I'm trying hard. I'm trying really hard. Did I turn my mic on? Yeah. Okay, I did. Cool. So I'm trying pretty hard here not to use the map markers, because all this footage is going to go back into my my guide for how to play on hard mode, because I want to help people to do this in a better way than I can. And I'm pretty sure there's smarter people who've made their own guides, but you know, sometimes you just need a dumb person to act like a sledgehammer and show you that you can use brute force to get the job done. Also, I don't know how we've already gone through 12 gallons of fuel. This isn't good. Like normally, normally I don't burn through fuel that quick, so I am just a little concerned here. Oh man, so an avenue where I actually messed up on this particular playthrough of this truck is that I put 35-inch tires instead of 37s, but I kind of did that with a purpose. Like it was a mistake, but it's also a mistake that can be used in the future, which sounds dumb, but a lot of this game, I think, especially the way that I play, a lot of it is discovering what you've done and how you can remedy the problems that you've created for yourself. So in this case of the whole tire size debacle, we can use those bigger tires on our other scout vehicle. Like, I think what we're going to end up doing is we're probably going to have one scout truck with nasty fuel consumption and a big engine that we can use for rescue and recovery. We'll put a scout heavy winch on it. And then we'll have one scout vehicle, this one for just general exploration and, you know, easy little scout missions that scout vehicles should ideally be able to scout for. And I also have the Scout 800, but I don't think I'm going to use that. It's kind of more just like that is my favorite scout vehicle, but I have no purpose for it. It's kind of like like a really cool doodad. Like, I love to have that thing and have it all greased up and beautiful, but it just, for me, for my playstyle, I need the security of the CK 1500. Like, ideally, we're going to trade this thing up for the Hummer when we get to Alaska. But until we do that, this thing is going to have to be our little security blanket. And it's not It's not a decision that is being made lightly either. All right. Ooh, that. Yeah. Oh, these are tight, like tight turns here. Oh, look at that. Worth the view? I think so. Alrighty. Oh, look at you. Ramped flatbread trailer. That might actually be useful for us. There should be... Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, there should be another little doodad over here. And there is another doodad over here. Huh. Oh. Oh, man, you know what? I keep forgetting about this. Whether I want to or not, we're going to have to go down there and grab that upgrade. I forget what it's for, but... I mean, it's an upgrade. How can you not go get it, you know? It's just so alluring. Alright, so let's tackle the beast one at a time. We gotta go get the scout. We gotta pick it up. And it's gonna be right here. Which not too hard to get to. I guess we just come through, make a right, then make a left. So as long as we can remember right then left, we'll be alright. It's kind of like crossing the street, you know? You look right, you look left, you look right again. Or did I mess that up? Left, right, left, right, left. I don't know. I've never been hit by a car. Maybe somebody has that can give better advice on the best way to look while walking across the street, but I think it's right then left. So we're gonna go with that. And when I was a younger man, I was oh, that's not good. There we go. I gotta let them puppies cool. I just gotta turn them puppies off. We heading the right way? Oh, dang it. No, we're not. Snap. Snap, crackle, and pop. Gosh darn it. We do not want to go this way. And we're gonna have to go back up backwards. This... Oh, man. This is rough. This is not the way we do things. Alright, so we are going to go right then left. Yeesh. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Nope, not here, okay. Here we almost go. Wait, no, is that it? Oh, I guess that is it. Okay, that's a weird looking turn off. All right, well, here we go for real, I guess. And I guess your trail. So. All right, we'll be nice and easy here. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, this is going to be a tough customer when it comes to getting that little scout truck out. And I am a little worried that we might not have enough fuel. But in the words of Sam Elliott at the end of that movie, The Big Lebowski, the dude abides. So we'll see. I like that movie too. The Big Lebowski is great. Ooh, okay. All right. You know what we're gonna do here? We're gonna stop being dumb. We're gonna go to the low shoal over there. Because clearly there's a reason that this dum-dum lodged their truck here, right? So we're gonna hook to the front, and we're just gonna pull it. And we're gonna hope nothing bad happens. This might be one of those situations where we got to get a little bit of a head start. But maybe depending how deep this water is, we can just like pull it forward a little bit and then tug it. There we go. Imagine you got your truck stuck and you paid some dude to get it out, and he rolls your truck while he's getting it out for you. That would be quite the sight. Oh man, I'd be I'd be furious. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, yeah, well, you know, your truck is kind of stuck there forever, unless I did that. So, sorry, dude. This is actually going pretty swimmingly compared to the last time I did it. I wonder if I could just turn off the... No, I can't. Crap. We're not in a good way. Oh. Oh, yeah, we're not in a good way. Alright. Yeah, we're going to burn through a ton of fuel. 4x. Tugging this little thing up the hill. If we're going to have to do this, we're going to get into a better position. I wish we had a bigger engine for this thing. Keep a pretty tight leash on this guy. The thing that kills me about this too is that this the Scout 800, as far as I'm concerned, is like a way better climber than the CK 1500 is. So like, I'm probably honestly using the wrong truck for this. here we are, I guess. Moral of the story is don't drive on a paved road to a lighthouse if you're gonna dip your toes in the water with the tires. I don't know. I can't work out a joke for this one, but I guess that doesn't matter too much. Here we are. Oof. One man. Off-road. Oh, God. Oh, that's not going to be good. We're going to do it anyway. Yeah, again, CK 1500, worse climber than Scout 800. You can do things like that, but you're telling me that you, you're gonna get stuck on a rock. I'm gonna get stuck on a rock. Oh my gosh. Thank the Lord. That, oh man. All right, let's hook this guy into here again. Okay. Come on. Come on. There we go. Look at that. Oh, dude, we are just like golden right now. And we're going to throw the rest of our fuel into our CK, and man, we got to get back to that road, though. If we can at least get down to that dirt road, we'll be scot-free. Because we can load this into the back of the Fleet Star, and we'll just drive it over real quick. Alright, here we go. Now we're chooching. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we're gonna put down some markers too, so we can be smart boys about this. There we go. Another funny thing, too, about that Scout 800 is it actually is one of the few trucks that has an always locked differential, which, personally, is a feature I'm a pretty big fan of. So, all right, we'll stop engine. And where's our Fleet Star at? Oh, man. Let's see. Let's maybe we get this one hooked on. That's what we need. One thing that's always yoked me about this game is that you can't tell what kind of cargo you have apart from looking at it. Like, it doesn't tell you, like, oh yeah, that is this. Which should be something that would be nice, you know? If the game told you, oh yes, this is whatever. You are currently hauling. Because these are concrete slabs, not concrete blocks. And it might not seem like it makes a difference, but it does. So it'd be nice if the game told you, yes, that's concrete blocks, or yes, that's spare service supplies, or yes, that's, you know, whatever. But it doesn't, so I guess here we are. This is where we're at. We're just guessing what we have. You know, not a big deal. I guess most guys on like construction sites do anyway. They go, yeah, you know, I think we got enough. There's definitely not a precise amount of products that we need to complete this building job, and we definitely don't need to take inventory of any of our pieces of supply. It doesn't matter. It's not like anybody cares. Definitely never happens. All right, so while we go on this little adventure, I think I'm going to put on some nice, soothing, relaxing music. Give us a little bit of a leg up in the old creator sphere here. A little bit of cool cat Creative Commons shenanigans. So we have something to gently lure our ears away from the tragedy of me yelling and screaming about a truck getting stuck in the mud. Real quick, sorry about that. Media, multiple files. We're gonna... There we go. All right. And if I did it right, you should be getting the sweet tunes pumped in your ears right now. If it's too loud, please let me know. I have no clue of knowing. I'm not watching this, so... All right. Beautiful. Look at that. These are some pretty heavy materials, too. Like, this truck right now isn't slouching. It's working pretty hard. What we're probably going to do, I think, is we're going to dump these two trailers next to each other. Yeah, we're going to dump these two trailers next to each other on the way to go get some concrete blocks. Because with my foolishness, I guess we don't need these. Look at that. Perfect. Sometimes you just gotta think about what can I do in the immediate that makes my struggle a little easier. And for me right now, that was getting rid of that metal. Like, I really thought that I was going to use it. I thought I was going to need it. But, you know, I guess I didn't. So, yeah. It's kind of just weighing me down. Don't let it drag you down, man. We're gonna fix this truck, and we're probably gonna end up fixing the Scout too. So where's the okay? Make a left over there. Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna be able to get those little concrete blocks from that trailer. It'd be pretty cool if we did. And if we don't, another cool thing we could do would be to load up those two trucks on that trailer and just use it to move them. The only problem is that double trailer, it's a 4-trailer, really isn't that good for, like, it's not that good for clearing obstacles. Alright. So where are we going? It's quite a ways. The good news is, too, that at least, oh, man. Oh, we lost a viewer. Rip. So, the cool thing about this is, at least, I guess, that, we're also getting progress done. We're working our way towards our... We're working our way towards our actual, goal here. So... I think we're making a little bit of headway. It's just gonna be a little bit of a slog driving through like this. Also, welcome to the stream, there, friend. We're 8 miles long and 2 viewers strong, I guess, which is kind of cool. So, welcome to the party. Let's see. Oof. Right now, what we're doing, we are going to go pick up our poor lost little scout truck. And we got another little lost scout truck that's in tandem with it right now. So we'll probably dump fuel to our actual scout truck, and then the other scout truck we're just going to throw in the back of this truck. And we're going to carry that biddy all the way back to the finish line. Oh yeah, there we go, right there. Perfect. We also got to visit a little trailer too. We might have a little bit of supplies in it for us. This should be our exit right here. Perfect. All right. Look at that. Oh, man. That's painful. That hurts me. Hello, I'm watching while it works. I will be missing things on and off, but I'm here at least sometimes. Yeah, man, no problem, Yeti. Yeah, you take it easy, dude. You enjoy your work. You enjoy your viewing pleasure. And if you need any catching up, don't worry. I'll let you know. But welcome to the party. It's going to be a lot of me just prattling on about all kinds of other shenanigans. About life, about trucks, about truck life, the secret life of trucks. So welcome to the party. And if any of the audio is all messed up, you'll let me know, but I think we should be okay. I hope I have the levels set the right way. Oh, look at that. Since I don't know who I've got, where I've got, I'll just do a little bit of a recap as to what we're doing today. So right now we're on what's called Drummond Island. It's on the first zone, the first region in SnowRunner. It's Michigan. It has 4 maps. You got Drummond Island, Island Lake, Smithville Dam. Oh, appreciate it. Thank you. Drummond Island, Island Lake, Smithville Dam, and Black River. So right now what we're doing is we're trying to finish up Drummond Island, because this is the easiest zone to get done. We're not going to do the races yet, but we're gonna clear up the rest of the missions that we have here in Drummond Island. We're gonna grab all of the upgrades that we can. We're gonna unlock the watchtowers, and we're gonna open the port. The most important thing we're doing here is opening that port, because there's a lot of later missions where we're either going to be taking supplies to or from the port. Then after we finish here, we're gonna move back to Smithville Dam, we've got a truck over there we've got to rescue. And after we do that, we should be able to conquer Island Lake. So there's a little bit of a mixed bag going on today. Hopefully we should be able to get everything done. What do we got here? Of course, more concrete slabs. Can we even use these for anything? Well, let's see. No. Metal beams. Okay, so we got metal beams. Where are they going to? To drilling site. So we can take those back with us. No. Consumables. Okay. Actually, that's a good mission because we've already got spare service parts stashed somewhere. Cement. We don't have any of that. Oversized cargo we don't have yet. Metal beams, lumber mill, curtain side, concrete blocks. Actually, we could use no, we don't have blocks. We have slabs. Dang it. Concrete slab to quarry. We can take one over there. Oh, perfect. Look at this. Okay. Deliver to service hub. Concrete slab. So we've actually got a couple of those now. So we can... Okay. Not a drill. That's the next one. Sorry if I'm rambling here for a minute, but I'm trying to prioritize what we need to get done. So this isn't my first rodeo conquering hard mode, but it's the first time I've done it in a long time. So we've got a couple little quirks we gotta work out over here first. Okay, so sometimes you get divine inspiration. Sometimes things just come together and fall in your lap. And I think the way that we're going about this right now is probably the right way to do it. Right now we've got 2 trailers with concrete blocks, or 2 trailers with concrete slabs, which is perfect. We need 2 concrete slabs exactly to drop off at Smithville Dam at the service hub. So we can be a little cheeky with what we're doing now, and we can pre-move our concrete slabs off of Drummond Island and into Smithville Dam. And the best part about this is that we accidentally already have done that, or halfway done that. Right in front of that little dirt road that we were on before, we already dropped off one of our sets of concrete slabs. So this actually is going to make our lives a lot easier here. Also, I hope you like mariachi music, because that is what YouTube provides for free, so that's what we're listening to today. Yeah, this is great. So, this is perfecto. We are going to, how you say, stage. We're going to stage our materials. And where are we at here? Oh yeah, it's perfect. We're one little push and then we're out the door. Look at that. We'll drop this off at that nice little road too. And we should be able to do a little bit of switcheroonies and get our little... Ooh, actually, I need to fix that. We can do a little switcheroony and we'll get that concrete slab loaded onto this one and we'll be done. But now it is a time for danger. See if we can flip our truck, or not flip our truck, loading this guy in. Alright. Oh man, I want to believe. That's not gonna work. Alright, come on. Just turn a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. All right, let's put this guy back in shape right there. Let's load a little bit of fuel into our boy here. There you go. All right. This music is very suspenseful. I am, as you say, I'm fighting. I'm fighting the roadway. All right. There we go. So I'm a fiend. I'm a YouTube fiend. I love YouTube. And I especially like content that I can watch while I'm at work, too. Fortunately for me right now, I've got a little bit of time off, so I'm doing what I love, and I'm playing a cool game, and I hope that I'm helping the community. But this is just gameplay that I'm recording. I'm gonna do a voiceover. I'm making a guide to try to help the other little people like myself that are goblins and spend so much time playing this game. I want to try to help people understand how it works and how to be more efficient and how to enjoy themselves, so they don't have to, drive their heads into a wall like I do when I'm playing this game and just brute force everything. But I guess it's, it's kind of like that old adage of do as I say, not as I do. So at least people can see the struggle that I go through every time I play this game, and maybe they can learn from my mistakes and try to figure stuff out. There've been a couple series that I've seen on hard mode, and the best one was this. It was a series by this Australian guy. I forget what his thing was, but man, he did it justice. Like his guides were very spot on. He had everything very neatly and very nicely laid out. From pretty much what you're supposed to be doing, but he really didn't go into like some of the finer details of how he equipped his trucks, and it was good product that he made. It was a great video series. I watched every single one. Man, it was like 60 something episodes. The first time that I was doing the playthrough. So while I've been off, while I haven't been at work, I've been recording some footage, been putting some stuff together. I got a little character I'm making, a little character myself. I'm making a fun character. We're gonna go through and pick up where our friend, the Australian guy, left off. Because again, his video series is great. This is like 60 episodes, but problem with it was that he stopped at Alaska. He finished Alaska and then poof, he disappeared. And I can't imagine it's because of his viewer numbers, because even it wasn't like a live stream. This is like a video, but even on his last video, which came out like 3 years ago, the guy has like 60,000 views. So there's obviously people who want to learn about hard mode, but he just disappeared. He never got to do any of the DLC. He never moved on to the non-DLC areas from the base game, like the Kola Peninsula. And there are people who have made lives. Like there's one guy that has like 700 hours of content, but it's just a live stream, and honestly, it's kind of boring. Like I'm not saying you gotta put the world's production into something like this, but even with that, like you can't follow a 700-hour video series for a game that you're just looking to, play a guide to. You don't want to watch a live stream of that. You want to watch I guess people do want to watch live streams, but you don't want to watch just a VOD of some guy playing the game for 700 hours without any kind of real commentary or anything. I mean, hats off to the man, because I think he's done. So I think that he's done up to this point, like, every single map except the ones that just came out. And I mean, you know, more power to the dude, because that's like, dude, that's 700 hours of straight footage, but he's not even really doing like hard mode. He's just playing the game as it is. Again, you know, that's still a feat in itself. But I don't know. I just want to be able to help the people like that man did for me. And I don't think that anybody really has put together a guide or a how-to or a, hey, this was my serious blunder. Maybe you can do better. You know, and it's kind of just what I want to do with this. That's the whole idea. Maybe I help a couple people out. Maybe I escape the confines of the internet. Maybe I fail horribly, you know? And hell, I think it'd be more interesting if I failed horribly, because then I could show people. I could be like, hey, look, you know, this is my shortcoming. And in a really cool but almost kind of like masochistic kind of way, you know? The best part about this is that if I fail, then it's going to have to be something that I go back and I look at. So there's almost going to have to be like an after-action report that I'm going to have to do to determine why we ended up in the predicament that we did. And I'm pretty sure a lot of it's going to come down to resource management. The goal should be not to fail, but I think that even when you do, the cool thing about doing such like an in-depth series with as much time as thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I just saw your comment, so I stopped my train of thought. But yeah, this is the first time around. I just spent too much time watching internet content. Oh yeah. So, but like failure, right? So even with like failure, you can look at where you failed, and especially with something like this, it's not going to be instantaneous failure. Like I could crash my truck 12 times, and then yeah, that'd be me running out of money. But like I don't know, man. Even if like, let's say I don't manage my resources correctly, right? So I spent too much money on upgrades. That might not seem like that might seem like a very immediate kind of short-term issue, but as we press into the later game, a lot of what we're going to see, a lot of what's going to happen, like a lot of the struggles that I know I'm already going to face, are going to be the issue of just capital. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, just this whole, like, this capital, right? Because you need to purchase fuel in certain regions, and sometimes you can make it work. Like, you can swing the money to purchase fuel from different regions and then transport it in a truck to another region, and it's actually cheaper to do it that way logistically. It's crazy. It's almost like real life, like with manufacturing or something like that. But it's not. It's literally just fuel and truck management. And sometimes you need to get rid of trucks, and that's going to be the death by 1,000 cuts if I do fail. It's going to be something to do with not having enough capital because I had to spend too much money on fuel or equipment. And we're going to have to go back and dissect the video footage, and maybe I'll put up a cool video if that's what happens. All right. Now, I really do appreciate your kind words and your comments, man. I'm trying my best here. I just figure that I know when I watch a YouTube video, or I watch like a YouTube live stream, it kills me because you watch some of these streams, man, and these, you know, not to talk smack again, like much respect to the guy that has 700 hours of SnowRunner content, but dude, most of it is just him, like, just sitting there. And you know, it's cool to have a camera. I guess I could set one up, but I'd have to get my setup ready for that. And yeah, hassle. Nobody wants to see my face. Everybody wants to see the action. But it's when people don't try to engage, it seems very like boring, you know. And I'd like people to be able to enjoy what I'm doing. And I don't know. Maybe I do talk a little too much or whatever, but or maybe I don't talk enough. I just want to put on a good show for you guys. Something that's nice and easy to watch, and maybe if you're watching, you can learn it. And if that means I'm successful, then that's awesome. I hope I would be. I'm not looking to make money from this. I just want to have fun. Oh, actually, we're going to fix that real quick. There we go. We're not trying to fuel that. But I appreciate your kind words. And it would be cool to have a couple people watching regularly or whatever. Maybe even like have people to shoot ideas back and forth from. Because the cool thing about SnowRunner is just that there's you hear this like expression, right? Like there's more than one way to skin a cat. So there's more than one. There's more than one way to skin a cat, right? And you get a lot of people who do things in a way that I might not do. Like for example, my Australian idol that made his SnowRunner guide video. Which, if you're interested in actually learning how to play the game, 1000% go watch him. He does things in a way that I wouldn't do. Like he's more the guy's super smart. You can tell he's played the game a bunch of times, but he's just not he's a very sharp-witted man. Like he is very witted. He's pre-planned everything. So he's very forefront, completely like thought out. Like he wouldn't face the same kind of logistical issues that I do. And even like with the way that he drives in the game, his driving even is very like technical. Like he's a completely different beast from who I am. So to be able to talk to someone like that or meet someone like that doing this, that can offer that different kind of perspective that might say, hey, this is what's going to kill you in the long run. This is what I learned from my experience. Dude, that'd be great, Like I really could be playing my game according to how he played his, but since this is my guide, I kind of want to own this, Let's see. Yeah, even for me, I used to work. Well, I've had a bunch of jobs. I'm still working now. Don't worry, I'm still employed. But one job I used to work at was very like customer forward. But there'd be a lot of time of like dead space where you weren't doing anything. And dude, I do the same thing, man. You just you pull up if you get a minute or something where you're not really doing anything. You can watch, and then otherwise you got to do whatever your tasks are, and you're listening. And it's nice to have someone that's not you saying words. I don't know. It's nice to have someone else's thoughts in your head as well as your own. And not to rag again. I don't want to be a negative person. You get a lot of beautiful women, man, on YouTube who live stream. A lot of very beautiful women who don't really have a lot to say, and they're just sitting there. I mean, great, they're great to look at, but I don't know, man. A beautiful lady is definitely going to get my attention too, but I don't think I could sit there and I could watch it. Again, a beautiful woman play a game for a couple hours if they're not even going to like try to engage or I mean, yeah, you get it. Yeah, I tell you what, I'd love to be one of them, dude. You fucking hang out and play video games all day, or even one of these guys that can do it. But I ain't built for that. And I scanned something while clicked in your chat. Yeah, man. You don't have to apologize for anything, dude. You click whatever you want. You do whatever you want. You gotta go, you go. If you want to hang out, you hang out. No hard feelings either way. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'd love to be able to just fucking sit here and keep... Dang, I keep trying not to use naughty words because I don't want Susan Wojcicki, if she's still around, to come smack me in the face. But oh wait, oh no, where are we taking this back to? Oh no, did we drop off the wrong spot? Okay, so where are we taking this thing to? Mud wrestling. Oh man, we drove the wrong way. Oh dude, oh that hurts me. Oh no, that's terrible. We drove. Because you pick it up on this side of the map. I thought it was where the drop off was. Oh man, no, that's horrible. Oh. Oh, terrible. Absolute trash. Oh no. Yep, that's gonna be it. If my playthrough is a wash, it's literally gonna be because of something like this. I'm gonna do something that's not gonna be on a little map like this that I've already built all the roads on. It's gonna be like some big some big adventure that I'm gonna have to turn around from. Yeah, well, you know, Yeti, that's why I want the community collaboration. Try how other people do it. You know, maybe even if that means driving the wrong direction for a little bit. Oh, woo! Oh yeah. So I like to one of the things that I like to do, I do this in my own head. I'm probably like crazy. I must be like a schizophrenic or something. At least like some ADHD. I don't know. There's got to be something going on with my head though, because like for me, I like to, when I look at my trucks. Yeah, this is the Fleet Star, right? But this isn't. To anybody else, this is the Fleet Star. To me, this is the Mean Machine, right? This is the mustard. This is the mustard wagon. That's what this is. And for me, I know it's a truck, and I know trucks don't have feelings or opinions, but I carry in my heart and my mind the idea that these things all have their own personality with the way that they run, the way they operate. And this little beauty right here, yeah, she's got a mind of her own. Yeah, she's loyal. She's a loyal machine. But she's temperamental. And I know if you get her wheels up, she's going to tip. And when she lays down belly up, she's not going anywhere else. That's where she's staying. She's lazy. My P16, my Pacific, oh man, that thing's minty. He's minty, he's loyal, yeah, I guess I don't know. That's the mint machine though, man. It is the Mean Machine, that's the mint machine. That truck is probably the most forgiving in the game. And it's by far 100% gotta be my favorite. It's I don't know, it's just loyal. Like that thing is so wide and it has tires that are so big that everything apart from like going on ice you can do with that truck. And it's just gonna do it. I've had one unfortunate incident of player-derived stupidity where I front-ended that thing into like a lake, and I had to recover it. But I mean, other than that, I don't think I've ever done anything to or with the P16. Like it is legitimately probably the best truck in the game. Or at least the best vanilla vehicle in the game. Like, the only comment that I could make about it to improve it would be if you could put tires on it that weren't the default P16 tires. But then it'd be so broken that you wouldn't have any reason to use anything else. Like, I would just use that vehicle and then, like, a crane or something. Like, some kind of vehicle with a loading crane. Maybe, like, the International Scout Truck. I forget what the number is. International Scout Truck 100 or whatever it might be. I'd just use that thing all day. Like I'd ferry that. Whoa, yeah, there you go. See, Mean Machine on the tilt. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, so we're going the right way. Yeah, I would just ferry that thing around, dude. Like I would literally use that and just move my little loading truck wherever I needed to load cargo from, and then just drive around with the P16. It'd be against meta, or it would, I guess, be meta. I don't know. Whatever the kids say with meta. It would meta. In the meantime, let's, I think we're gonna meta this fuel trailer over to the other side. Because there really isn't, apart from, what? Apart from, oh, we get the lost delivery job? Oh, yeah, that's that cargo that got stuck. Ooh. We actually probably could have done this while we were over there. But we might, I think we're going to need the Western Star to do this one. This little guy ain't going to cut the mustard, because that's a whole Connex box. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, that's not going to cut the mustard. All right. That's okay. We're going to hook up to this thing, and we'll have the P16 around just in case we need it. But this fuel tanker doesn't need to be here. Oh, no way. Is it not going to let me do it? No. Oh, my gosh. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. How? No, I thought I could do it with this truck. Oh, this is heartbreaking, man. I am upset right now. I am genuinely upset. Oh, that is... Ooh, that's not going to be good. That is actually the opposite of good. So the... Here's one of our death by 1,000 cut moments right here. A little bit of oversight from my own misremembering of the circumstances. Unfortunately for us, I had remembered the heavy saddle, or the high saddle, being used for towing things like player fuel containers. But apparently that's not the case. So we're getting into the rub with a little bit of issues right at the bat, because I was going to move that bad boy, and now we're kind of not going to be able to. So this is introducing a whole new problem. So what I think is going to be our workaround with this particular little ray of sunshine that just fell into our lap is that we're going to belay what we were doing with finishing this region out. We're going to go grab our white Western Star, our Western Star White, and should we pay the scratch? I mean, we have right now we're at 11,000. We could buy a heavy crane, and we could throw a heavy crane on this truck, and this could be our crane truck. But oh man, this is the heartbreaking part of this. There's just so many, there's limitations in decision making that we need to do right now. One thing I'm grateful for with hard mode is that they didn't decide to put in that you need to pay for equipment every time you're going to change it out, and that you can reuse equipment between trucks. Because if it did,
if it was the case that you needed to rebuy all equipment between regions, we would be stuck right now. Like, we're already kind of stuck. But we'd be double stuck. We'd be double stucked. Like the worst kind of Oreo. Double stuffed are the best, but double stucked are, you know, who wants a little bit of tape in their mouth? Anyway, that was a bad joke. Yeah, let's. All right, we gotta think this through. But I can tell you this: the old Mean Machine's not gonna cut the mustard when it comes to getting those Connex boxes. So we're gonna have to do something with that, and that's the last actual like mission we need to take care of. That's the last mission that we actually need to get done and take care of to really close out this region. Like, there's a scout mission that we can do, but we're gonna save that for when we're short a couple bucks and we need to make some money. There we go. Look at that, beautiful. Oh man. All right, we'll deal with one beast at a time. We gotta tow that fuel container. Maybe we'll bring. You haven't been introduced to her yet, but we have a Kodiak K70 that's very special to me. It's my little fuel truck. A little fuel truck that can, man. That thing is made of piss and vinegar, and that thing is made of bad intentions and vinegar. So. I mean, I don't know. I guess if there's something somebody wanted to see, and I'd be more than happy to play something else. But I'm kind of like hooked into SnowRunner right now. This is my muse. I do like mech games and stuff. I don't know, man. You got any suggestions? Like, what game would you want to see? Hell. I'm even open to playing games with other people, so if you want to play a game, let me know what it is. Maybe we can play it together. But this is the only one I was playing in a stream for now. Alright, let's get going. Come on. Oof. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh no. All right, the road train thing's not going to work for this. We're so close to the road. I don't want to give it up. We're almost there. Oh, no, man. Yeah, it's just this whole situation to me right now with that fuel tanker is kind of like throwing off my mojo. I was really hoping to be able to move that fuel tanker over here, because then I would never have to touch that side of the map again except for that one little mission. But I guess now with the way that things are, it's messed up my evil plans. The one piece of good news though is that I still have to go back to the port. So we can still get those missions done in a way that's efficient, or more efficient than otherwise. We're not going to have to make a single trip all the way out here to Drummond Island just to do that. What else would I want to stream? You know what? I don't know. I like the Hitman games a lot. I guess I could stream those. I usually get into a lot of shenanigans with that. I've done a little bit of streaming before too, and like not like this. Oh man, you just started biting the bug. Yeah, at 23 hours, have you I don't know if you've finished if you've even finished the Michigan area yet, but dude, Alaska gets crazy with all the snow. It's definitely like a way to introduce the gameplay. maybe I'll look towards the end or a little bit. I'll look to see if I can find those videos. I'm gonna plug this Australian guy because dude, his stuff, man, is bar none. He is the OG. He's the GOAT. If you want to see how he did hard mode, if you want to see how he did hard mode, that's how you should actually be playing it. Not like me. I am but a lowly troglodyte, and I embarrass the very memory of his playthrough of SnowRunner, because that man's got the plan. Spent too much time on Call of Duty and GTA 5 over the last 10 years. I've lost interest in it. Yeah, you know, GTA is a fun game. I played a little bit of it, but I was in high school when it first came out, so I played a lot of it then, and now it's, you know, it's not so interesting. Not to say it's a bad game or anything. Like, well, okay. Nope. You know what? I'm gonna take a hot take here. I'm gonna make my stand in the internet. I'm gonna make a hot take. I like GTA, or I liked GTA, and I liked the story mode, and I liked GTA Online, but I liked it when it first came out. I remember playing it on my Xbox 360, and dude, I had so much fun. I mean, even with the hackers and everything when the game first came out, and waiting for lobbies, I had just an absolute blast with that game. And when they introduced the shark cards, that was it. Shark cards and the what is that little jet bike called? The Dominator, I think it is. Dominator, Vindicator, something like that. That little motorcycle thing, man, that killed my interest in the game. And then they just they added a DeLorean that could fly, and for me that was it. I still played occasionally with some of my buddies that would play, but oh, the Oppressor. That's what it is. It's the Oppressor. I just remembered. Yeah. I had a lot of time in GTA 5 for the online portion of GTA Online. It was good, man. But for me, it was being like 18 and when I was first playing it. It was better. I don't know. It was better in my mind, and the Oppressor killed it for me. I wasn't a fan. I was not a fan of the Oppressor. I wasn't a fan of the DeLorean that could fly and shoot missiles. But some of the heists that they came out with were really cool too. Like the later ones. I didn't like the jobs or the what are they called? The businesses that you could have, like the strip, the club. Not the bad one, not the Susan Wojcicki punishing me because I say the word club, but the other kind of club. That one was it was okay, it was cool, but I didn't have time for the missions, and it seemed like you had to buy the shark cards to make the money to be able to afford doing them. And the heists were cool. Actually, heists were the things that got me back into GTA. The first one that you had to do, the little bank heist with 2 people, man, that one was a blast. One of my old buddies that I still play game with, and I'll talk to him occasionally. He's working right now, but he otherwise we'd probably be playing a different game. But he and I first did that job, the little bank job, the 2-person heist, and that one was fun. That got me back into it to the point where we did, I think, every single heist, including the last one we did was I think Cayo Perico 2 years ago. There's probably been more since then. That aspect of the game was always the most fun to me, the different heists that you could do, especially with your friends. Man, I've had so many different experiences with, all of them, from the prison break to the bank job, the smaller little bank job, Cayo Perico, which, my favorite, I guess it's not really a heist, it was more just a job, but man, the thing that they did with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg was super cool. Okay, so sorry, there might be like a couple intermittent pauses, but for some reason my OBS like keeps disconnecting and reconnecting. I don't know if it's like a YouTube thing or if it's like a me thing or what. But I also have because I have a recording going for the gameplay, then I've also got the stream going. We're we're working out at both ends here, so I'm understandable that there's a little bit of a drop off. The reason also that you know what, I'm just gonna go over the tech specs of what we got going, and I'll read your comment again, and I'll come up with some banter for that. But so right now, right now I've got the stream going because I said, why not? I'm gonna share the joy of what I like to do, maybe with a couple people, and you know, try to educate the masses, try to make some friends along the way. You know, they say it's a film. It's a gameplay film about family. But so really the purpose of me playing right now like I'm... Oh, that was not good. The purpose of me playing right now like I'm kind of doing is I wanted to get the footage for the... Well, one, I enjoy the game genuinely, and I want to play this game. But two, I'm also working on getting the footage squared away so that I can come out with my guide. Yeah, so in order to facilitate this, you have to excuse my talking in circles, but I lose my train of thought sometimes. So in order to facilitate this, right, we got the OBS working overtime, pumping out that stream for Mama Susan and the rest of the beautiful women on the internet, and anyone else that wants to watch it, have fun and have a good time. And then then there's Xbox Game Bar. Xbox Game Bar here is pulling most of the heavy lifting because it records at resolution quality or whatever. So my CPU is working double time. It's encoding the video to 1920 by 1080 for YouTube, and then you have my CPU also recording the game at native resolution. So just the fact that there's only been a couple little like hiccups and blips the whole time, to me it really is something that's kind of admirable. Like, good job to Intel and Microsoft, which is something I never thought would leave my mouth, but I guess here we are. All right, now getting back into my response, my retort. Dude, I like simulators. They're a lot of fun in my time. Not to say I'm like an old man or anything, I'm not. But in my time, when I was a little younger and I had a little more money to throw at frivolous stuff, I ended up building a racing sim. Not like a crazy like sim cockpit. I got like a folding chair and I mounted my racing wheel and my little pedals and my shifter and my e-brake to it. And dude, I spent a lot of time behind the wheel in Dirt Rally. Probably only like 100 hours, but enough that I was consistently on the leaderboards on the higher end. And not saying I'm like #1 in Dirt Rally. I mean, not even more close to that. But I think I was within like the top, say like top 500 or something in some of the races that I did. Nothing crazy. Like, a lot of people didn't do the dailies, but I did, and I was consistently up at the top. Within 1,000 people. And then, yeah, I don't know. I put a lot of hours into Arma too, man. Like, or I say Arma 2, meaning like TOO, not TWO. I played Arma 3 probably like 1,500 hours. Heck, a lot of my buddies that I met online, I had met a decade ago. Playing Arma 3. And, you know, some of them I'm still friends with, some of them I'm not. But they, a lot of good people play Arma. Never got into Reforger. Nothing against it. Just didn't really interest me. I'm waiting still for Arma 4, and then I'll probably jump back into like the whole rabbit hole of Arma. Tried DCS. DCS is cool, but just not my bag. Oh, you know what? Actually, another game I might stream. Not that I think anybody would actually watch it, but I love Star Citizen. I haven't played it in a bit, but Star Citizen is a lot of fun. Put too much money into that. I have the Drake pack. I love my Caterpillar. Only issue I have with the Caterpillar was addressed with not the Kraken, the Ironclad. So I really want to, yeah, you know what's up. So if I get back into Star Citizen again, then maybe I'll I don't know, maybe I'll do the Ironclad. I'll melt my Drake pack, and I'll get that. But I just, man, I got a little frustrated with Arma. The last player wipe they did, I lost a lot of credits, and it just, to me, it felt a little like spinning my wheels. And they hadn't done one, to be fair, for Robert Space Industries, they hadn't done a wipe in a long time. Like, they needed to do one, but it just felt to me like they did a wipe and then they did another wipe. And they bogged us down with community events, and it just, you know, it wasn't for me. It was for the streets. No, dude, Star Citizen is so much fun, and being a little box boy, being the best box boy I can be, taking stuff from the space warehouse to the other space warehouse, the little, you know, the space stations, and even like some of the planetary drop-off jobs. It did it for me, dude. But it's just, oh, you know, I remember what it was now too. It wasn't just the wipe. It was the wipe, and it was the fact that they hadn't updated the Caterpillar. They had made, I want to say they changed the way that Quantum worked, and the way that shields and everything else worked. And that kind of irked me. Like, I didn't like the new flight model that they switched to, like master modes. Not a fan. So between the wipe and master modes and the changes that they made to the way that that jumping and quantum worked, it just kind of, it threw me off. And then I think it was CitizenCon I was watching, and they were talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna bring component gameplay in, and we've already got it in the beta, and we're gonna release Pyro, but Lamau, it's like 3 years later after we said, when we were, I think it was like Q4 2022 that Pyro was supposed to come out, and it didn't. So I kind of got like a little demoralized, all the broken promises from RSI. And I mean, I'm already invested. Like, I have put money into the game. Like, you buy a ship pack and you're in there, you know what I mean? Like, I'm in the ecosystem. I'm never getting that money back. It is theirs. Robert Space Industries has earned my dollar dues. But it's just, you know, it's just, I'm a little demoralized right now. I'll go back to it though. But I definitely could stream Star Citizen. That'd be a fun game to put up, especially if I could get other people to play with me too. That'd be awesome. One guy that's on YouTube that I love his content. I watch a lot of it when it comes out, is Dead Leader. And man, Dead Leader's, that guy's so funny. And he does like really cool community events and stuff. Ooh. You remember when I was talking about the there you go. Dude, when I first got into Star Citizen, it was because one of my friends gifted me a Titan. They gifted me the which one was it? The Titan Bounty Hunter. I forget what the It's a small ship, though. It's a little tiny one. It's a little guy. It's just a little guy. They gifted me that, and at the time, my computer was a pitiful thing. I had a little RX 480. I had a I want to say I had FX 6350. That was like the last of the Mohicans for AMD's like bad processors. I probably got like the worst one that you could get. It was for the price point of what it was. So I'm not sure if you know, but like back in the day, like the FX series was what AMD had to offer, and the FX 6000 was the 6 cores. So 6 cores, 12 threads. XF 6350 was higher factory clock, and you could overclock it. I think you could overclock the 6300 too, though. But just like for the price point of it, if anybody that bought the 6350 like me was being a dum-dum. Like I should have just gotten for that time period. Yeah, you know. So what I should have gotten at that time would have been like maybe like an Intel i5 like 6500K. That should have been what I bought, or even just like a regular 6500 or a 6400. But I bulldozed my way through my PC build just like I bulldozed my way through any game I play. So that little build didn't last long. So at that time then, maybe like a year or two later, AMD announced that they were coming out with Ryzen. So I said, you know what? Oh, dude, the 1080 is probably like the best money for value graphics card you can get. So my build ended up evolving. Originally, it was an R7 250, or no, an R5 250, if you know what that is, a piece of junk. Shouldn't have gotten that. I should have gotten like a 980. That graphics card couldn't run anything. And then in the 6350, then they announced Ryzen. So then it was a what was the FX 6350 and the Ryzen RX 480. I had one of them. And then I said, oh, well, you know what? Lamau. Oh, no, it wasn't. I'm a liar. It was actually, I had a XFX R9 380, and then I got it on like a really good deal. But I think the things only had like 4 gigs of VRAM. So then I said, you know what? I could double my performance, and I could be at the same performance as a 1070. So then I got another XFX R9 380, and I ran them Crossfire. If anybody remembers that. What a joke, man! That thing was a piece of junk. So I had two very bad graphics cards, right? And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna do an RX 480, because that was the hotness. You know, the RX 480 came out. So I graduated to an RX 480. And then I said, you know, this is good, but I kind of missed the Crossfire. So then I bought another RX 480. So I had 2 RX 480s. And then the RX 580 came out, and I came to my senses. And I said, you know what? This is probably like maybe 2016? And I said, you know what? I'm going to go, I'm just going to do what I should have done in the first place, and I'm going to go get a GTX 1070. And man, that 1070 was it until I got the 3080 that's in my computer right now. And so from probably like 2016 to 2022, man, that was it. It was GTX 1070 and Ryzen 1700. And that was it. Then 2021, I hatched my evil scheme, and I started upgrading my computer. And first I got a new CPU. A little regrettable, but that's what we had done at the time. So we ended up stepping up from the 1700 to a Intel i9 10850K, and I know Intel has gotten a lot of shit, stuff, negative vibes, bad thoughts, because of their being on 10 and 14 nanometer for like 12 million years or whatever. But you know what, man? Like, I don't know. The 10850K was a great deal. I think I got it for like $250, brand new, while the 10 series was still hot. And this thing it's a workhorse. I think it's 10 cores, 20 threads. I mean, it's a little hungry for power, and it's a little hot, but I mean, I have a 280 mil AIO on it, and it keeps it cool. And the thing I mean, I'm encoding video twice right now while I'm playing the game. DOS 3.0. Yeah, man, woo! that's a little pre-me by quite a ways. Yeah, oh man, I'm beating my truck up. That's why we use low gear. This comes back into like the do as I say, not as I do kind of thing. But I am like a glutton for punishment when it comes to these hills. Yeah, I got all fired up about computer parts and 1080s and the shock of DOS 3.0. And I forgot. When you go downhill, you gotta throw in that low gear. Low gear is your friend. Hey, that's cool though, man. It's definitely it's quite a ride. I could only imagine coming from before DOS. So like, I don't know, maybe what are they called? Like even somebody messing around with like an old school like Amiga or like a Commodore or whatever back in the day. I had to throw. Yeah, you're good, man. But yeah, dude, the Commodore and the Amiga and all that other old stuff, like, that's got to be quite a trip. I've only been in the game for, a couple, I guess a decade or whatever. But that, man, that's, woo! I can only imagine, like, going back to the 3DFX in, like, Voodoo days or whatever. I'm kind of hoping that Intel makes its comeback. Like they're eventually going to get their fabs and everything right, but man, they are the last of the what I would say like the really like American manufacturers for like processors and graphics cards. And I know that AMD has had a run of luck as of recently, but like I want to see the American manufacturing come back. And the fact of the matter is that the modern brand that is AMD is built off of the back. I mean, same thing with Intel, but they're all built off the back of like other countries' semiconductors. And I'm really hoping, dude, that because Intel had already announced plans to build their fabs over in like Arizona. So I'm hoping that Intel can make a comeback and offer products that are reasonably priced and reasonably performing. And be able to get that big like crown back again for North America for processors, because there've been a lot of great companies that have come out with new products. Like, I mean, look at ARM. ARM is fantastic. I mean, even Apple now, they run their new silicon, their Apple silicon. That's all just ARM stuff. And unfortunately we're beyond the day that even like computer manufacturers like IBM can make chips in house, and Even like if you go back 20 years ago, what PowerPC was a big deal for. Oh, there we go. Woo. Yeah, that'd be a bad spot to get stuck. Even like PowerPC was still making chips, and now like, who you got? You got Intel, you got AMD, and pretty soon you'll have Nvidia too. But I don't, I'm sentimental, man. I like the idea of an Intel comeback. Not that I'm vehemently Team Blue or anything, but I was hoping the Arc GPUs would do a little better than they did. And, I mean, I've been surprised by their performance, but even like with someone like me that wants to go third seat just to be a contrarian or whatever, I can't feasibly expect a game with a. I can't expect to be able to game with a. What's it called? With an Arc GPU. But I mean, I'm not gonna wax poetic about that anymore. I think it's time for me to go eat some lunch. Maybe stretch my legs for a little bit. It's very important to move around and stay loosey-goosey and keep at it. So, I think this is where I'm signing off. If you've enjoyed the stream, consider sending me a like or a subscription, and yeah, that'll be about it. We're heading off. Have a great rest of your workday, and stay safe out there in Internet land.